I'm really excited about getting this game into players' hands and letting them experience this massive world.
A main cornerstone of D4 is play your way. As a player continues to advance through the story and into the endgame, they'll unlock a ton of brand new activities that provide meaningful progression, no matter their place.
Not again.
Get over here!
Houston, we have a problem. A big problem. Hello everybody, my name is NikoTheLegend, also known as the one-manner teenager, the snowflake, and rambling idiot. And today we are discussing what we like to call an abomination, which, in other words, the Diablo 4 endgame and why it's a show. I can't stress enough how awful this all sounds, the Diablo 4 endgame, and I can't be the only one that has a problem with what we've seen in the past couple days from this development team.
We're going to have an entire world of Sanctuary for our players to offer. There's going to never be an absence of something to do.
I don't even know where to begin. Like, it's just a gargled mess. A mess of ideas, a mess of a culmination of ideas that I don't think that these guys really knew how to stick the landing with. And there's two main reasons why this Diablo 4 endgame is the way it is, why Blizzard is going this route. Now, for all intents and purposes, we know the legacy of Activision Blizzard. That company is a pile of crap. It sucks. They haven't made a good game in a long time. I think the last good game for me is StarCraft 2 that they made. Diablo 3 was a letdown. Overwatch 2 was a letdown. And Warcraft 3 Reforged letdown. Maybe a couple of decent WoW expansions, but you know that's not, you know, all the other things too as well with the lawsuits and all that stuff. So there's a lot of things that Activision Blizzard is accountable for.
Other players will definitely know that you're attempting to purify your shards.
I think we all understand that and are all on the same level. And to understand the full context of this, there's two things you guys can do. You can watch the Diablo 4 into the endgame video, which isn't too long, or you can read this article discussing it, which doesn't do it justice, or you can watch this video called Matthias the Gamer, which does a quick overview of the endgame in like 4 minutes or less. So I recommend doing that. Links will be down below. I'm just saying that way you can understand where I'm coming from, so I'm not just talking into a void of nothingness, of dislikes. But now we're here to talk about why the endgame is schlock from Nico's rambling, stupid perspective. Listen, this is no longer Diablo 4 when it comes to the endgame. This is another Warcraft MMO game. This is World of Diablo. I know, it's easy joke, but it's what it seems like. And we're not having it with this BS with this. It's like, Blizzard, we know what you're doing. We know that you're trying to find ways to keep this game going. And I don't think this is the right way to do it. The right way is to just don't fix what isn't broken. I know Diablo 3 is a harsh reality to realize how much you effed up the series that way, and then cherry on top with Diablo Immortal. Yeah, well, that was your guys' fault to begin with.
Do you guys not have phones?
Yeah, you guys all have phones, right?
Now you have other people coming in making WoW stuff into a Diablo 4 game. Just go back to like Diablo 1 and Diablo 2 when it comes to like that philosophy of just looting and shooting and having a great time.
As you complete the world tier, it will open up the opportunity for you to go into your next world tier. That involves unlocking powerful loot, new items, and more advantages for your player to have a better opportunity at end game.
Now, don't get me wrong, this is just my initial impression of it all. This could easily change when the game comes out, and who knows, maybe it'll be fun. But right now, it puts a stale taste in my mouth, and a lot of Diablo 4 fans are upset about that. Don't even get me started on the fucking Paragon War. Oh god, oh, it's a nightmare. So, the two things I wanted to discuss about why the endgame is crap and why they made it like this.
They're more difficult and they have additional objectives, and then they also have affixes, which add a degree of difficulty for you and your group to work through.
For one, this is what modern gaming is in a nutshell, okay? This is what happens when you have an audience that they're so used to playing games like Call of Duty, where it's always got to be just in your face, giving you everything you need. Give you product, enjoy product, right? Without even a second thought. This is why the Rise of Skywalker Star Wars movie sucked really bad, because it was just throwing all this shit in your face and you're just expected to enjoy it. And if you don't, you're a fucking loser and you should be banned off social media platforms, right? That's usually how it goes. The Twitter mob comes after you. It's kind of like this. Modern gaming, modern movie, modern anything, that's what it is. It's boom, boom, boom in your face, and we can't even sit down to really enjoy it. Now with me, I'll let you know this. I am a casual pleb. I'm a casual gamer. I've been playing Diablo since I was a kid, shitting my pants ever since the Butcher entered my world.
Fresh meat.
And playing with my older brothers. It's been great. You know, we even had a decent time with Diablo 3 until we didn't. And then we never played Diablo Immortal, because who the fuck would be dumb enough to play that game? Oh, a lot of you. So, nowadays, when we get a Diablo game, it's not the same. Not even the same as it was back when Diablo 3 came out. This modern gaming has bled into the formulas of a lot of Activision Blizzard games, where it's just give you everything, right? It doesn't have to be this way, but that's how it is, because we are so pampered and spoiled when it comes to being a gamer, to enjoying these experiences, that we have to have all this garbage just thrown at us without a second thought. Because if we get bored for more than 5 seconds, or we're not doing anything, it's the end of the fucking world. So what do? We gotta put mediocrity. We gotta put fucking saturated bullshit. You gotta load it up with chunks of fat, unnecessary fat, into something. And that's how we are these days, and it sucks. And I don't like how it's in Diablo 4 in the endgame.
As the players are going into Helltide areas, you're gonna find even more powerful monsters. And by killing them, they'll be able to gain these special shards they can take to go and use to purchase these big rewards that are available at these caches that are found literally throughout Helltide areas.
They're trying to feed the people that aren't even really Diablo fans. They're trying to feed the people that just give me game, play, and then they move on to the next one. They don't sit there to enjoy it. They sit there just to get to the end game so they can just whine and cry and say the game wasn't a fulfilling experience. Well, you know what I say to those people? They can go fuck off. Because actual Diablo fans, it's all about the journey, about building up your character, finding cool loot with your friends, and just having a good time, and slaying bosses and fucking demon bitches. That's what it's all about. And staying a while and listen, that type of stuff. That's great. These modern gamers, this modern audience that they're trying to feed, yeah, they're not like that. Now, that's the first problem. The second problem is the endgame ideas in a whole. And like I said, hopefully you guys watched the other 2 videos. Now, the endgame has a bunch of stuff like capstones, nightmare dungeons, paragon boards, codex of powers, overworld experience, fields of hatred, blah, 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 blah. All this fucking garbage at the end of it. You know what that sounds like? And there's many more things that I'm not including into this, but that's just the gist of it. When I saw that video, I wanted to blow my brains out up into the endgame.
The tree has a little bit of a grudge against our players and would like for them to go serve its needs. So you're going to go serve these bounties, gather different rewards, different items, and bring them back to the tree in hopes that it can exchange you something really meaningful.
This is a culmination of ideas where there's no focus. There's no defining focus in the end. There's no final product. This is what happens when you have A, B, C, and D, Bill, Ted, Todd, Stacy, and all these other people, where you just accept all their ideas and not just have one concise
Today, Junior!
everything thrown together. This is just bleh, like someone just had a makeup shotgun from The Simpsons and just shot the game with it. That's pretty much what it is.
How many times have you gals been late for a high-powered business meeting only to realize you're not wearing makeup?
That's every woman's nightmare.
That's why I invented this revolutionary makeup gun. It's for the woman who only has 4/5 of a second to get ready. Close your eyes, Marge.
This game has gone through so many directors, so many developers, so much bullshit over the years since its announcement. Blizzard has been a shit show so bad with all the lawsuits and all the developers coming and going and stuff, that this is the byproduct of that. Not only that they had to feed the greedy modern gamer, modern audience when it comes to enjoying these games nowadays, but Blizzard as a company has to accept all these ideas, or else they're getting the shitter. They have to accept all these stupid ideas that come from other fucking MMO games like World of Warcraft, and they have to shove it in your face like that. instead of just having something that's been working since Diablo 1 and 2, especially 2, I mean, look at Diablo Resurrected, that game's amazing, despite, you know, the aging mechanics that it has. Hey, you can just make that better. You know, there's some good things about Diablo 3 as well, but Jesus Christ, man. I don't want to do 50 fucking things in the endgame to make it interesting. And especially, don't even get me started on the Paragon board. You call that customizing your character and your build? Yeah, okay, add +5 willpower. Wow, that's great. Everybody else could do that too. That's not making up your own build. I'm hoping that it's not as superficial as that. Maybe there's something deeper to that, because guess what? This game has a garbled mess of all these synergistic bullcrap that comes from, well, if I'm using this Paragon board, I have this node I have to worry about, where this node comes from this armor equipment, and this affixes, and this thing, blah, 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 blah. It all connects into a web of lies, and I can't fucking stand it. It's awful. It's fucking awful.
A lot of the choices the players make are grounded on skills themselves and the fantasies associated with those skills. The Paragon board is a place where we're allowed to have a lot more depth, a lot more customization, many more options as you go.
You can rotate the board, so you can choose a different path if you're like, I want to do more strength-based things, or I want these particular boons or glyphs. You can chart your path through it, and they're really a way for you to keep expanding your character and making it uniquely yours.
So I hope you guys know where I'm coming from. I can't be the only one that's thinking this and why this is just a jarbled mess. This is a big problem. I just want to, like I said, I'm a casual gamer. I enjoy the journey with Diablo and all the other games that pretty much. I never cared, especially when it comes to MMOs. I could give two fucks about the end game because it's just not fun for me. I say that, I mean, don't get me wrong, I enjoy going through dungeons, and you can in this, and they do have some okay, cool things, that they add extra challenges to nightmare dungeons and have creatures come through portals. Like, that's okay. That's interesting. I like that, okay? I just don't care about all the collect this, doing all the fucking dailies that. That stuff I can give two shits. Bounties this, bounties that. No. No. But Blizzard states that this is just the beginning. This is just how it is when it first comes out, and then they're going to make it even deeper and deeper as the game goes on. And like I said before, this might actually be not so bad. But in the beginning, first impressions are a huge thing. Stale taste in a lot of people's mouths, and you can just see it in the comments of the Diablo 4 into the endgame video of what people are thinking about it. So does this kill the game for me in the end? No, it doesn't. I'm still going to buy the game like an idiot to really, truly understand the point of it. This is the last straw with me on an Activision Blizzard game, and I know that sounds cliche as shit because many of us have probably said that with many other companies that make crap games over and over, and we keep coming back for more pain. No, this is it. I swear to you, this is it. Diablo 4 is the last straw with Activision Blizzard. Anything else after that, I'm fucking done. Like, this company has been shit since Diablo 3 to me, and so on and so forth. Like I said, read the article, watch the 2 video links down below, and you'll get an idea of where I'm coming from. Like, this is fucking crazy. This is crazy. So I don't want to go on so far to keep rambling too much, but I hope you guys understand where I'm coming from. You probably already left the video, whatever, I don't care. I'm just glad somebody out there has listened to this giant jargon bullcrap mess. Guys, in the end, Diablo 4 does not need to be like this. It does not need to be World of Diablo, okay? This is an action RPG at its core. At its core, it's a linear pathway game with some semi-open world environments, and that's how it should be. Now, it being an open world game, I'm okay with that. But having these MMO elements in it, I'm not okay with. And of course, the game always being online is another issue, but that's a separate topic. But this is what we're dealing with. And hey, like I said, I just pray that this game is great in the end, okay? I just hope it does well enough. It can't be as bad as Diablo 3, and no way as fucking terrible as Diablo Immortal. But I could be wrong. This could all be wrong. There's still many things I'd like to see about, especially the monetization stuff. I want to see an in-depth overview of that. And the game is less than 2 months away, and we'll see how it goes. Just be ready for bugs and glitches and long queue lines, and then hopefully guys out there listening, they're just going to plow through the story just to get to the end game stuff. Listen, that's not... I get it. The loot can be the best when it comes to end game stuff, and I like that, but man, it's all about the journey. Okay? You know how the saying goes.
Launch is just the beginning. One of the things we're really focused on is creating a living, breathing set of updates for players to engage with after the game has gone live.
It's really just going to be a way to keep coming back and experiencing more Diablo 4 in fresh ways.
We're really eager to hear all of your experiences and just enjoy the entire story with you.
Anyway, folks, I've been your host, NikoTheLegend, also known as the well-mannered teenager, the snowflake, the rambling idiot, and Vigil. I hope you did enjoy this kind of pointless endgame video, but this is just my initial reaction to it. and how it makes me feel. Just know that they have all this stuff in it, and it doesn't need it. It's fitting the modern gamer narrative. It's fitting the culmination of ideas without lack of leadership and focus on one thing that can work for all instead of multiple things working for. You're trying to make it work for. I don't even know who that's for. The casual gamer, the hardcore gamer. I don't even fucking know. But actual Diablo fans, they don't give a fucking rat's piss about this shit. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, folks, I thank you very much for stopping by. Take care, Pathfinders.